Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Make a schematic or technical drawing of that shows interactions among variables or how something is constructed. A drawing intended to explain how something works. A drawing showing the relation between the parts. Make a plot of. A secret scheme to do something, especially something underhand or illegal. They concocted a plot to discredit the governor. A small area of ground covered by specific vegetation. A bean plot. Make a schematic or technical drawing of that shows interactions among variables or how something is constructed. A chart or graph showing the movements or progress of an object. Devise the sequence of events in a literary work or a play, movie, or ballet. The writer is plotting a new novel. Plan secretly, usually something illegal. They plotted the overthrow of the government. The story that is told in a novel or play or movie, etc. The characters were well drawn but the plot was banal. Thread on or as if on a string. Poker, in which a player can discard cards and receive substitutes from the dealer. He played only draw and stud. Remove the entrails of. Draw a chicken. Suck in or take air. Draw a deep breath. Pull. A person, apart with 4 horses tied to his extremities, so as to execute him. In the old days, people were drawn and quartered for certain crimes. Give a description of. Anything, straws or pebbles, etc. Taken or chosen at random. The luck of the draw. Finish a game with an equal number of points, goals, etc. Make a mark or lines on a surface. Draw a line. Get or derive. Pass over, across, or through. An entertainer who attracts large audiences. He was the biggest drawing card they had. Direct toward itself or oneself by means of some psychological power or physical attributes. A golf shot that curves to the left for a right-handed golfer. Bring, take, or pull out of a container or from under a cover. Draw a weapon. Earn or achieve a base by being walked by the pitcher. Make, formulate, or derive in the mind. I draw a line here. The finish of a contest in which the score is tied and the winner is undecided. The game ended in a draw. Take in, also metaphorically. Stretch back a bowstring, on an archer's bow. The archers were drawing their bows. The act of drawing or hauling something. American football. The quarterback moves back as if to pass and then hands the ball to the fullback who is running toward the line of scrimmage. Choose at random. Draw a card. Remove, a commodity, from a supply source. Cause to move in a certain direction by exerting a force upon, either physically or in an abstract sense. Cause to move by pulling. Draw a wagon. Take liquid out of a container or well. A gully that is shallower than a ravine. Allow a draft. This chimney draws very well. A playing card or cards dealt or taken from the pack. He got a pair of kings in the draw. Bring or lead someone to a certain action or condition. She was drawn to despair. Cause to flow. Cause to localize at one point. Contract. Elicit responses, such as objections, criticism, applause, etc. Engage in drawing. He spent the day drawing in the garden. Flatten, stretch, or mold metal or glass, by rolling or by pulling it through a die or by stretching. Draw steel. Move or go steadily or gradually. Move or pull so as to cover or uncover something. Draw the shades. Reduce the diameter of a wire or metal rod by pulling it through a die. Draw wire. Represent by making a drawing of, as with a pencil, chalk, etc. on a surface. Require a specified depth for floating. This boat draws 70 inches. Select or take in from a given group or region. The participants in the experiment were drawn from a representative population. Steep. Pass through a strainer. Draw pulp from the fruit. Write a legal document or paper. The deed was drawn in the lawyer's office. Act of getting or draining something such as electricity or a liquid from a source. The drawing of water from the well. Players buy, or are given, chances and prizes are distributed by casting lots. The act of moving a load by drawing or pulling. The creation of artistic pictures or diagrams. He learned drawing from his father. An illustration that is drawn by hand and published in a book, magazine, or newspaper. It is shown by the drawing in Fig. 7. A representation of forms or objects on a surface by means of lines. Drawings of abstract forms. Represent by means of a graph. A visual representation of the relations between certain quantities, represented as points, plotted with reference to a set of axes. A written symbol that is used to represent speech. A visual display of information. Plot upon a graph. A diagram of the positions of the planets and signs of the zodiac at a particular time and place. A prediction of someone's future based on the relative positions of the planets. Represented in simplified or symbolic form. Diagram of an electrical or mechanical system. Diagram of an electrical or mechanical system. A diagram that uses circles to represent mathematical or logical sets pictorially inside a rectangle. The universal set. Elements that are common to more than one set are represented by intersections of the circles. A diagram that uses circles to represent mathematical or logical sets pictorially inside a rectangle. The universal set. Elements that are common to more than one set are represented by intersections of the circles. A belt-shaped region in the heavens on either side to the ecliptic, divided into 12 constellations or signs for astrological purposes. Astrology. A circular diagram representing the 12 zodiacal constellations and showing their signs. A diagram showing the interconnections between the components of system, especially an electronic system.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.